Hi readers, Chris here. Today I'm going to be doing another tag video, and I'm going to be doing the Book Buds tag. This tag was created by one of my favorite other booktuber channels, Book Buds. Of course, I'm going to link them down below. Mary and Joe over at Book Buds, if you've never seen their channel before, they are absolutely hysterical. They do these little scene reenactments from every book that they review that are just hysterical. I always laugh when I watch one of their videos, so you should definitely check them out. This tag is all about other booktuber channels and certain things that you would like to do with them. Now, I am just going to wing it. I'm going to try to pick different answers than other people have picked, but I can't guarantee that that will be the case. So I'm going to jump in right now with question number 1, which says, and I love these questions, you're stuck on a deserted island and can only bring one booktuber bud, but all their books come with them. Who do you want to be stuck with? Now, this answer, or this question, the obvious answer for me for this one is going to be Mary from Book Buds, because Mary and I, all year, all 2021, have been reading almost the exact same books. So we've both been reading Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn series. We've both been reading the Red Queen series. We've both been reading, I think, Shadow and Bone series. There's definitely a bunch. Every time I see her review a book, I'm like, oh my God, I'm reading that. And sometimes I'll review one and she'll be like, oh my God, I'm reading that. So I feel like Mary and I have very similar taste in books. So if I'm going to be stuck on an island with someone, I want to be stuck with someone who reads the same type of stuff I do. So boring answer, but definitely picking Mary from Book Buds for this one. Question number 2 says, you accidentally rob a bookstore with a booktuber bud by walking out with 100 books. You spend a year behind bars with them, but now you can read and do videos together. Who do you want to get locked up with? There's so many good choices for this answer. I am going to pick Pax from Pax Panic. Again, another one of my favorite booktubers. She is so nice, so funny. She's very much into horror books, which I think is super, super fun. But, she's also super funny and super quirky. And I feel like if Pax and I were together in real life, we would be best friends. That's just the vibe I get from Pax Panic. So I can definitely see her and I being trapped behind bars together and having a good time and making the most of it. So again, if you're into horror at all, definitely check out Pax's channel. If I didn't make it clear in the beginning, any of the booktubers I mentioned, I'm going to be linking all of their channels in the description box below, so feel free to check them out at any point. Question number 3 says, you magically get trapped in a murder mystery you are reading. Another booktuber bud joins you to solve the mystery. Who do you want to join you? So I have to pick the only person that I know that reads a lot of mysteries, and that's going to be Mason from Mason in the Dark. Now, Mason, I know you picked me for a different question when you did this tag, but for me, you were the one I want to solve a mystery with me, because I know you read a lot of mysteries and I feel like I don't read a lot of mysteries. So I would have absolutely no idea how to solve one, but I feel like you have a lot of experience. So I feel like I can rely on your expertise to help me find a killer. If it is a killer. I mean, it's always a killer, right? And at the end of the day, if you and I run into trouble, then we can always give a call to Agent Jack Jack, and Jack Jack will also help us try to solve the murder or the killer. Jack Jack could take him down, as we know. He also has a lot of experience doing secret operations as well. Question number 4 says, you magically get trapped in a fantasy novel, fighting dragons and casting spells. Which booktuber bud do you choose to bring with you to save the day? For this one, I'm going to select Kirsten from Reading Nymph. Kirsten, I know she reads a lot of fantasy, but she also reads a lot of classics. Fantasy classics. I feel like if anyone can appreciate being trapped in a fantasy novel, it would definitely be her. And I feel like together with our wealth of fantasy knowledge and fantasy experience, we can find a way to fight a dragon. We can find a way to cast a spell. We can find a way to survive being trapped in a fantasy novel. So, Kirsten, if you're watching this, hopefully you don't mind being trapped in a fantasy novel with me. Question number 5 says, you are stuck in a cloud of sadness, hitting a reading funk and totally uninspired. Which booktuber bud can pick you up with their positivity? Again, for this one, my first instinct, which I have to go with, says I'm going to pick Joe from Reading Buds because Joe is one half of Reading Buds. Mary was the other half. But Joe is just so funny. He has a very big personality if you've ever seen any of their videos. He's big, he's loud, he's super funny. And when he's on camera and I watch his videos, I just can't help but smile because he exudes this positive, high energy. And yeah, so definitely if I was having a bad day, I would watch one of BookBud's videos for Joe because I know that his positivity would help lift me up. Question number 6 says, your arms are in a cast for 2 months and a booktuber bud is going to edit all of your videos for you. Who edits them and why? This was an easy question for me. My answer is going to be Jeremy Fee because I love the way that Jeremy does his videos. Jeremy uses so many clips and he uses all these animation techniques. I have no idea how to do any of that stuff. I barely knew how to record a video on my phone when I started my YouTube channel. So I know absolutely nothing about that stuff. So Jeremy, if you ever have a free day, go ahead. I would love for you to edit one of my videos, as long as you include the cats though. Cats have to be included in any videos that you do. Question number 7 says, you press a button and instantly have read all the books that a booktuber bud has already read. Which bud would you pick and why? Ooh, this is a good one. I guess if I could instantly read everything that someone has read, I would probably pick Pavio from Attention because he's definitely read a lot of classic literature and stuff that is more, let's say, philosophical in nature. And I feel like if I had read all those books, that maybe my level of, if not intelligence, because, intelligence can be subjective, but at least my level of knowledge or information would be increased. So I would say Pavio from Attention. I would definitely want to read the things that he has read because I feel like that would be super fascinating information to have. So definitely would pick that one if I could push a button and make it happen. Unfortunately, I barely have the time in the day to get through the couple books I set in my own TBR. So maybe someday I'll get to some of those other more intellectual type stories out there. So that brings me to the end of the BookBuds tag. I hope you had a fun time watching this video because I had a fun time putting it together and talking about some of my favorite booktubers out there. So I guess this is supposed to be the point where I tag people. I want to tag everyone, but specifically I think it would be fun to see answers from not only everyone that I already mentioned, but also Steve talks about books and stuff, David's book reviews, retail and reading and whatnot. Just a couple that I'm throwing off the top of my head, and I know I'm forgetting someone that I should be mentioning, but that is always the way it goes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel, and we'll have some more fun videos coming out soon. All right, everyone, happy reading.